A hearty welcome to all my students. Today we are going to see the second lesson from the NCERT science book of grade 6, and the name of the lesson is Components of Food. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define food and nutrients, list some nutrients, and describe about carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Students, we all get really excited to taste what our mother cooks. So, what is food? Food is used by an organism for growth, work, repair, and maintaining life processes. Food is a kind of fuel for all the living things. After eating, we feel really energetic to perform various activities. So, food is a source of energy and is a body building material that helps us to move, keep ourselves warm, and help to develop our health. So, food again acts like a fuel to our body. We cannot survive long without food. How do we get energy by eating food? Food is composed of five basic components. They are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. All these components together are called as nutrients. How does these components of food help us? A body digests food and absorbs these nutrients and provide energy. Some nutrients help us to fight diseases. Let us see to the first component of food, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are mainly used to provide instant energy to our body. Glucose is present in the form of starch and sugar. Are known as the essential structural component of living things. Here are some examples of carbohydrates: rice, wheat, potato, and sugarcane. To the next component of food, proteins. Children become strong by drinking milk, and they become weak by not drinking milk. Milk contains required proteins for our growth. Proteins are needed for growth and for the repair of our body, and so proteins are called as body building food. Here are some examples of protein rich food: pulses, egg, fish, meat, milk, butter, cheese, etc. In detail how these examples of proteins help us in our day to day life. Milk is a nutritious food and is a rich source of protein. It also contains calcium for healthy bones. Eggs, chicken eggs are also a rich source of protein and vitamins. Proteins which we get from the meat of the animals such as goat, chicken, fish, and prawns are eaten. Pulses are also the part of a healthy balanced diet. It helps to prevent illnesses such as cancer, diabetes, and heart disease, and they have low fat sources of protein in them. All of us love to eat pizza, burger, cheese, etc. But parents do not allow us to eat because it contains more amount of fat. Fats supply us with energy, but when we don't use them, it is stored for future use and forms body fat. The body uses fat as a fuel source, and fat is the major storage form of energy in the body. Here are some examples of fatty rich food. So students, what do you think will happen if we continuously eat these fatty rich food? The answer will be the person will turn to be an obese person. Obesity is generally caused by eating too much and moving too little. If you consume high amounts of energy, particularly fat and sugars, but do not burn off the energy through exercise and physical activity, that person will ultimately ends up in obesity. So students, I would like to conclude this part of the lesson by saying that the food we eat contains various components of food such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, and fiber. And all these components of food are together called the nutrients. They help us to give energy, help us to grow, and helps us to store the energy and helps us to protect our body from several diseases. Thank you.